Most people think Canada means Toronto, Vancouver, and Banff. And they're not wrong. Those places are incredible. But here's what nobody's telling you. While everyone's lined up at the same spots, a handful of Canadian cities are quietly becoming the most exciting destinations on the continent. I've traveled this country extensively, and today I'm giving you the insider list. 7 Canadian cities you need to visit before the rest of the world catches on. Welcome to Travel with Steve. After years managing operations across Canada, I've developed a system for finding places before they peak. Not just the pretty spots, the real cities with soul, history, food scenes, and experiences that will genuinely surprise you. Whether you're planning a Canadian road trip, a long weekend getaway, or your next big adventure, this list is your head start. Stay until number 1 because that one will genuinely shock you. Let's go. First up, Kelowna BC. Tucked into the Okanagan Valley between dramatic desert hills and the stunning Okanagan Lake, Kelowna has quietly become Canada's wine country capital. We're talking 40-plus wineries within a short drive, world-class restaurants, and beaches that look more like the south of France than British Columbia. The city itself has completely transformed in the last 5 years. A vibrant downtown, a booming arts scene, and outdoor activities that rival anywhere in the country. Hiking, paddleboarding, skiing at Big White, all within reach of a city that still feels manageable. Here's the insider tip most visitors miss. Visit in September during harvest season. The vineyards are at their most beautiful, the restaurants are running harvest menus, and the crowds are a fraction of summer. Book your wine experiences. They have curated Okanagan wine tours that will save you hours of planning. Kelowna is blowing up. Visit now while it still feels like a secret. Number 2. Halifax, Nova Scotia. If you haven't been to Halifax, you are genuinely missing one of Canada's most underrated cities. This place has everything: a working waterfront, a food scene punching well above its weight, world-class history, and some of the friendliest people you'll meet anywhere in the country. The historic properties on the waterfront alone are worth the trip. Centuries-old stone buildings now housing craft breweries, seafood restaurants, and local shops. The Alexander Keith's Brewery Tour is a Halifax institution, and Peggy's Cove, just 45 minutes outside the city, is one of the most photographed lighthouses in the world for good reason. Insider tip: visit during the Halifax Seaport Beer Fest in August. It draws thousands of visitors, but the city handles it beautifully and the atmosphere is electric. Hotels book up fast though. Lock in your accommodation early on Expedia. Halifax is having a serious moment. Get there before the secret's fully out. Number 3 surprises almost everyone I tell. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. Saskatoon has quietly built one of the most vibrant food and arts scenes in Western Canada, and the city sits along the South Saskatchewan River in a way that is genuinely beautiful. The Broadway Avenue district alone has enough restaurants, coffee shops, and independent boutiques to keep you busy for days. The Ramai Modern Art Gallery is world-class, genuinely world-class, not just by Canadian prairie standards. And the River Valley Trail system is outstanding for cycling and walking. Insider tip: the farmers market here operates year-round and showcases Saskatchewan's incredible agricultural bounty. Try the local Saskatoon berry products. They're named after the city for a reason, and you can't find them like this anywhere else. Saskatoon is affordable, authentic, and deeply underrated. It won't stay that way. Number 4. St. John's, Newfoundland. The most easterly city in North America and arguably the most colorful. Literally. The famous Jelly Bean Row houses in downtown St. John's are one of Canada's most iconic streetscapes, and the city's personality matches the architecture. George Street is one of the highest concentrations of bars and restaurants per capita in North America. The Signal Hill National Historic Site offers stunning views over the North Atlantic. And Cape St. Mary's Ecological Reserve, a short drive away, is one of the most dramatic seabird colonies you'll ever witness. Insider tip: go whale watching from St. John's between June and September. Humpbacks, minkies, and fin whales are regularly spotted just offshore. Book for the best guided experiences. St. John's has a spirit unlike anywhere else in Canada. Once you go, you'll understand why Newfoundlanders never stop talking about home. Number 5 is one you think you know, but probably don't. Whistler, BC, in summer. Everyone knows Whistler as a world-class ski destination. But Whistler in the summer months is a completely different and arguably better experience for many travelers. The mountain biking here is the best in North America. Full stop. The Whistler Mountain Bike Park has trails for every level, and the views from the gondola are jaw-dropping whether you're on skis or a bike. The village itself is lively, walkable, and surrounded by hiking trails connecting pristine alpine lakes. Insider tip: the Peak 2. Peak gondola record is one of the longest unsupported spans of any gondola in the world. The views across Whistler and Blackcomb are worth the ticket price alone. Check package deals combining accommodation and gondola passes. You'll save significantly. Whistler in summer is Canada's best-kept seasonal secret. Number 6. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. The smallest provincial capital in Canada is also one of the most charming. This is where Canadian Confederation was born in 1864, and the city wears that history proudly without feeling like a museum. The culinary scene in Charlottetown has exploded. PEI is famous globally for its potatoes and its oysters, and the restaurants here do both in ways that will ruin oysters elsewhere for you forever. Victoria Row in summer transforms into a pedestrian street, lined with patios, live music, and incredible food. Insider tip: rent a bike and explore the Confederation Trail, a converted rail line that runs across the entire island and passes through some of the most beautiful farmland and coastal scenery in Atlantic Canada. This is slow travel at its absolute finest. Charlottetown is small, beautiful, and completely genuine. Visit before the crowds discover it fully. And number 1 on my list, the city that surprised me most, Canmore, Alberta. Sitting just outside Banff National Park in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, Canmore offers everything Banff does scenically, but with the personality, restaurants, and community that Banff has slowly lost to mass tourism. The mountain views from Canmore's Main Street are staggering. The Three Sisters peaks frame the town in a way that stops you mid-sentence every time. The hiking here is world-class. Grassy Lakes, Hauling Peak, and the Canmore Nordic Center trails are among the best accessible hikes in the Rockies. The food and drink scene has quietly become exceptional. Local breweries, farm-to-table restaurants, and a community of outdoor athletes who demand quality. Insider tip: stay in Canmore and day trip into Banff. You get the full Banff National Park experience, Lake Louise, Moraine Lake, the Icefields Parkway, without paying Banff accommodation prices. Use Booking.com to find incredible mountain view properties in Canmore at a fraction of Banff rates. Canmore is the smartest base in the Canadian Rockies. The secret is getting out. So there you have it. 7 Canadian cities you need to visit before they blow up. Kelowna, Halifax, Saskatoon, St. John's, Whistler in summer, Charlottetown, and Canmore. Every single one of these is worth a dedicated trip, and every single one will reward you for arriving before the crowds do. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these cities have you been to, and which one surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. And if you found this useful, Hit subscribe and comment on what you would like to see next because we're posting new Canadian and international travel every single week. Travel with Steve, and I'll see you in the next one.